Jai Guru, Saraswatyain Namaha. I am speaking from Dallas. I have come to my son's place here. It is extremely chill, -9 degrees. I could not do any work also. As I got up early in the morning, I'm sharing my experiences. I happened to read one or two words from this particular book, Enlightening Experiences. The pontiff is Sringeri Shankaracharya of 35th order, 35th Swami, who ruled Sringeri for 35 years. He took sannyasam before 14 and attained Nirvikalpa Samadhi by 20th year itself. He is Jivan Mukta. His knowledge is simply superb. As I have gone through various books on Bhagavad Gita, all things yoga, this gentleman covered a variety of topics of very practical value with practical examples. I suggest all of you, if you can happen to get this book from Sringeri Samsthan, which is in Karnataka, you will be blessed. It is in English, luckily. Coming to the point, when I saw, I was having, I don't mind telling you, some itching problem is there, and on the legs, I was applying so much oil and giving massages, and it not going, itching is continuing. So oil, some other applying. So I was wasting about 30-40 minutes every day. Then this gentleman has mentioned three vasanas are there for everybody. One is Loka Vasana, another is Deha Vasana, third is Sastravasanas. I'm touching at the moment about this Deha Vasana. This body, after all, is not a permanent one. You have to take care, no doubt. But too much worried about that particular ailment, it may not go also. The itching may continue for 9 months also, it is there. If you scratch, it comes out. So don't pay too much attention to that particular one. And when I am meditating, ignoring that, I have forgotten about that itching. That is one aspect. So that means I have ignored the body. It's okay, I'm resigning to my fate. That is one thing. Second thing is, he was making, to make this particular body, which is a perishable in nature, to make it beautiful. My Guru Paramahamsa Yogananda says, it should be presentable. Everybody, whatever the personality God has given, make it presentable, acceptable to the society, to yourself. Keep it clean and with a reasonable dress. But don't go on worrying about making yourself very beautiful to be attractive. Don't waste time in doing so. And that you have to save the time and energies for your spiritual progress, or whatever family members or the society wants. You should be the person to devote that time. If you are only bothered about your body all through, then the purpose of life is lost. If my Guru says, if at all my life is only for eating and sleeping, then I don't want that type of life. So this is Deha Abhimanam. So I request all of you to take a note of that. Second thing is Shastra Vasana. That means you people go on reading scriptural books so much from morning to evening, so months together, and you get a kind of a feeling that you are getting knowledge. That knowledge takes you nowhere, except a kind of you are boosting your ego. I have read so many books. That is not required. It's a waste of time. A story was there where a saint went to Durvasa Maharshi. He went to Iswara with a good number of books, of Vedantic books. Narada saw that, and he compared him like that of an ass carrying so much thing. Then the saint got annoyed. He has thrown all the books into the Ganges, and then Shiva gave the Desha. So conclusion is, you read small portion of the enlightened scripture and try to understand that, think on that, and try to implement, rather than going on reading. That is leading to indigestion, and also boosting your ego. Oh, I have read so many things, and if you think that you become a scholar and you can get some respect, Your scholarship will go away the moment you find some other person who can conquer you in the arguments like that. There is no end to this kind of things. You concentrate on understanding the things properly and putting them in place. So this is the Shastra Vasana. So, but it doesn't mean that you should not read. I'm only telling 20 minutes you may read it or half an hour. It's not that 1.5 hours you read daily, 2 hours reading morning without doing any either service to the society, service to the family, and your spiritual sadhana, namely meditation. That is important. My guru says, Paramahamsa Yogananda, very clearly, if you meditate, you will get all the happiness and all the knowledge will be given within. You get the knowledge. I have developed some points on that kind of things. I endorse this in a humble way. I'm a small man, no doubt. But you yourself will be getting an idea of these things with our own experiences in times to come. So these are the two things. Third is Lokavasana. Lokavasana means what the people will think of me if I do this, that. Suppose I'm making this video, whether people like it or not. I go on thinking whether they like it or not, how it will be. Then I cannot make the video at all. It is not for somebody's sake. Do it for your own soul satisfaction, for any activity. Just now I read the Bhagavatam. Any duty that reminds you of helping the society and Krishna's name, that is worthwhile duty to be taken up. It is not that out of ego you are doing it. You are, whatever the knowledge you have gained it, you may pass it on because people may not be having the time. Luckily, I have got the time for last 10, 14 years after retirement. I have the luxury of reading the books. And not I'm daily reading hours together. No, I read in a selectively few. And the particular points which I get into my mind, which I like, this is worth to be shared to the people. I am passing on that kind of information, not out of any other ego. So that is the Lokavasana means do your duty with love and without bothering about the results. Karmanya Vadikarasya, rather you may say. Because you cannot, Swami very clearly telling with practical example, it is humanly not possible to satisfy all the people all the time. Try to understand that. So there will be some person always to criticize. If you go on worrying about their criticisms, you will not be. Do your best and leave it. But one point at the same time, if somebody is giving a remark, you ponder on that. If it is worthwhile to change that particular issue, you change it. If you think that will help you to become better, you can do it. Suppose somebody say, when I was giving a lecture in the college, some students were finding it difficult when I'm going little fast. So I reduced it. In some other way, after giving a good lecture, suddenly I noticed I have shown my PowerPoint presentation. Then immediately people started noting down. Then I understood they are in a speedy delivery, they cannot get all the points. So they were interested in PowerPoint presentation. So I made it a point when I'm going to the college students, their appreciation of the subject will be much better if I make a PowerPoint presentation. So constructive criticism is okay, but a criticism just like that made, you need not bother about that. You should be in a position to understand what is right and what is not. Your intuition will tell. So don't bother too much about the people's criticism. Do it. I noticed in one gentleman's table, one thing was there. I liked it. What I worthwhile to share with you. What it says is, don't wait for the best. Do it with better. So whatever honestly you feel this can be done, do it. Don't go on waiting. Oh, I should make it further better. No, nothing like that. So this is Lokavasana. So don't carry, the world cannot judge you all the time in the proper way. They have got their own prejudice and their own selfish interest. So don't bother about it. Somebody may praise you because they want to get something out of you. Don't be carried away. Somebody may blame you out of jealousy. So you don't be touchy about those things. So do your duty joyfully and with all the sincerity. Then leave it. That's it. So these are the three vasanas. If you can purify yourself, you are not bothered about the result. I have done my best and leave it. I am not bothered about somebody to subscribe, somebody to appreciate. No. Whatever I honestly feel like providing this information, Otherwise, people go on worrying what happened to me, whether it is liked by them, or how they feel it, how they react. If you go on worrying that kind of situation, you will not have good sleep. If somebody makes a remark, why you have to bother about going through the remarks and kind of things? You do your best, honestly, after making a proper observation and proper reading and thoroughly. Leave it to the God. That should be the spirit. Om Tat Sat. I will come out with other videos on this gentleman's Swamiji's. So many other issues were there at a later stage. Om Tat Sat.